there was also a drill we used to make. He loved having me like feel like I was taking the club here,
right,
and then swing as hard as I could. So it would be something like this. Really, me understanding, he was making me move my lower body,
right,
and creating that motion.
Now, if you're really struggling to clear your hips, that clip from Jon Rahm by Callaway Golf that we've just watched is absolutely brilliant. It's a genius drill that will get you to clear your hips, because what it does, with him saying he was swinging with that really short backswing, what his coach got him to do back in the day, almost to a quarter of the way back and still trying to hit the ball to a decent distance, forces the lower body to work, forces everything to start to open up, where this targets the exact reason why so many golfers do not clear their hips. And that exact opposite reason is golfers swinging far too much with their arms in the entirety of their swing. So when you have a very arm-driven golf swing, it really has no time for your pelvis to actually do much at all. Your hips will lie dormant for the most of your swing. Something I really commonly see will be golfers getting up to the top of the swing. They might have a little bit of early hip turn, but then their hip turn shuts off, so they're pretty much doing nothing at all, and then their hips won't wake up. They'll have this really excessively long arm swing, and they'll get extremely armsy in a downswing. So even though I'm a golfer who can rotate their hips quite well, I'm going to hit two shots. One with that more armsy swing that I see so many amateur golfers do, and the other one with Jon Rahm's drill, where we're going to see the crazy difference of hip rotation in those two. So here's the more arm-driven swing, and here is the more Jon Rahm drill swing. So guys, a brand new course is now live on my Skillist, and that is Fixing Your Early Extension Masterclass. And in this course, absolutely everything you need to know about how to fix early extension, and everything you need to know about early extension and what causes it. So we get into the root causes, everything that causes that problem, and in depth. And then we get into exactly what to do to fix each one of those root causes with the optimized practice structure. And with all my students, you see, let's say from my YouTube videos here, where I do videos on how they fix their early extension, those crazy big gains they make in a very short space of time, it's the same practice structure I've used with every single one of those students that have achieved massive success in fixing this problem fast. Early extension is only a big issue in the golf swing if you don't know how to tackle it. When you know how to tackle it, it is very straightforward, and I give you all the tools to be able to fix it in no time in this course. So there's a link in the description that takes you straight to my Skillist page, so the website of Skillist, and if you scroll down you'll see online courses. It will be right there. Brand new course, absolutely brilliant. There's tons of info in there. It's absolutely going to be the most comprehensive guide to fix your early extension that you've ever seen online. So let's have a look at those two swings right there. So on the left is the more arm-driven swing, and on the right is the Jon Rahm really short swing, powerful body movement swing. So okay, again, this is a drill on the right-hand side, but let's look at the left here. So this is something that so many amateur golfers do. They'll have a very arm-driven swing, and that's one of the big reasons why golfers struggle so much to clear the hips. So you can see here, my hip rotation kind of stops mid-backswing, so common with amateurs, and then from there, my arms continue to go. So my hips have been laying dormant for about half of my backswing, completing the swing with a little bit of an excessive arm length. So okay, what is finishing the backswing here? It is my arms. So what's going to start the downswing? My arms. So my hips are going to have a really tough time to catch up in their sequencing. Again, this is super common out there. And what we're going to see, get a little bit open, slightly rotated. And because my rotation isn't governing the golf club, I'm getting a very hands and arm driven release pattern. So the rate of closure of that club face is going to be very high. So it's not going to be the most consistent. And then when we get onto the Jon Rahm drill, so okay, what you're going to notice here, it feels like for me that this is about where that backswing ended, but we're going to see it goes a little bit further back. But you can see immediately, because my intent and Jon Rahm's intent, what is it with that drill? As soon as he gets to around a quarter of the way back, start that downswing. So you can see, look at my leg, see how my lower body, see how it's just starting to turn. Look at the left side of that hip, even if we zoom in here. So you can see the arms are still going up, but you can see how that left side is starting to turn. So I'm not necessarily trying to turn those hips that early, just because I am trying to hit the ball a decent distance. I'm still trying to give it good effort with that short backswing. It's doing that all on its own. So this is why it's such a genius drill here. So it's really starting that sequence so it becomes foolproof. Look at that nice shallow movement. And then look at the amount of rotation here. So let's get an impact and look at both there. So here we go. Absolutely vastly more rotation there. We can see just how much more of that left leg, the inside of my left leg, you can see, compared to if I zoom in here on the more arm-driven swing. So a ton more rotation there. Absolutely brilliant. So this is an awesome drill for you to do. And you can see even when it comes to the release pattern, because rotation is governing the swing here, the rate of closure is way, way better. So not only are you going to hit this ball a decent distance with this, you're going to hit it a lot straighter. So let's get back on camera, talk about that a little bit more, and talk about how to get this into your golf swing. Because of course, this is a drill. We don't want to be doing the drill on the golf course. In reality, you probably can do it on the golf course, but we want to get that into our normal swing. Let's talk about it. So as we could see from that analysis there, it really does get your hips having that much greater amount of rotation. So just something as simplistic as having that short backswing where it's really short and trying to hit the ball a normal distance absolutely will get you to where those hips have to rotate more to be able to get you to hit the ball a good distance. It's the only way for it to happen because you can't generate enough speed just swinging here with your arms. So really doing that, having a way of measuring will be absolutely brilliant. So there is a link in the description with FlightScope for FlightScope Mevo or Mevo Plus. Will be absolutely a brilliant way to go about measuring it. That'll be a 10% discount as well. Absolutely awesome, because of course, if you have got something there at your disposal, you can try and really get a good, let's say, normal yardage with that really short backswing. Because if you do that, you are going to rotate the hips doing that. And what I'd recommend for golfers after you've had a lot of practice with this drill, to really absorb that feeling and then apply that same feeling into your normal swing. So what you're going to start to see, you're going to start to see your swing, it's going to start to become a lot more efficient. It's going to be a little bit more compact. So for you golfers out there who want to shorten your swing, this will be a great drill to go about doing that. So it's also just going to make it to where, of course, there'll be less moving parts. You'll be in a really good sequencing. So not only will you be hitting the ball further from clearing the hips, it'll be a little bit shorter, a little bit more manageable, and then more repeatable out in the golf course. So make sure you're really drilling this out, really swinging to where you're only really around hip height, just a quarter, and then really get that ball going as far as you can. Don't worry about the accuracy for the time being. Just give it a good little hit, and these are all great strikes, and that'll be a great way to go. So if you like this video, click that like button if you want more golf instruction. Just like this, hit a subscribe button, hit that bell button too to be notified every time I put out a video.